Okay, guys, I am hearing the words confront. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you who are going to tune into this reading, or if you find it, your masculine's getting ready to confront the connection. Okay, and what I'm picking up is it's going to be like a pretty bold message that cuts to the chase. And that's what I feel like this confront energy is about. Like, they want to confront you, and more so, they want to confront their feelings for you. Something about running out of time, or they may feel like they need to speak up. I don't know what the urgency is all about. Maybe something shifted in your connection. Maybe there has been some kind of big change. I'm hearing milestone, so maybe you guys just celebrated some type of milestone. It could be getting married, getting pregnant. Something big has shifted where you're just carrying on with your life and you never expect that this is going to manifest. But that's the words I'm getting for you, Divine Feminine, is confront. Okay, somebody's not going to beat around the bush as well when they do reach out. They're going to send you a message telling you, like, listen, you have no idea how much I love you. Or, hey, listen, like, I think about you, and I think about you in ways that I can't stop. I'm not able to stop. Like, it's going to be that twin flame confirmation where a lot of you are going to be able to respond to them like, holy shit. Like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean because this has been on my mind too. That's the energy I'm picking up on for this particular collective. Okay, so it's gonna, the ball's in your masculine's court. That's another message I'm getting here. They are going to be the ones to take your breath away by telling you that. Okay, you have no idea how much I've thought about you, how much I think about you, and many of you are going to respond and say, I do know, like, I think about you the same way. I think about you every day, and it's this strange pull, and I've been meaning to reach out. And even though you know you had no plans on reaching out, Divine Feminine, you were manifesting them reaching out because a lot of you had that confirmation, but you wanted that confirmation also to come from them. So a lot of you are going to be getting that. Okay, what feelings are developing in the masculine's heart space that's bringing about this reconciliation and communication? Okay, so we have deception energy ready to take off that false mask. Okay, so ready to be more than just a friend or an acquaintance, okay? Because we do have this passion with the deception card, and that's what's really difficult to hide, is that they do have this passion for you. And it's not just any type of passion. It's not just a regular type of passion, like, oh yeah, I'm like really passionate about that. No, okay? This is somebody who's passionate about you. They're passionate, okay? This is someone who can't stop thinking about you, fantasizing. And oftentimes for the masculines, it'll come off as very sexual, almost like a desire, like a drug, like I need to have it, okay? Even though they may not have had it yet. They don't know what it's like. They just need to have it. And if you guys haven't connected in a really long time, they need to have it again. They need to experience it again, okay? Because the feeling for you hasn't gone away. In fact, another huge sign of this is your counterpart is that maybe you guys have been out of touch for a really long time. With the deception card here, someone's been wearing a mask, whether it's you, whether it's them, pretending that this doesn't exist, but behind closed doors, you guys are like stalking each other's social media, you know, praying to the universe for a sign, getting all of the synchronicities, dreaming of one another. Yet on the outside, it's like you two totally pretend that each other doesn't exist. Well, it's about to manifest. It's like your masculine's going to confront this whole like idea of both of you pretending that this doesn't exist. And the thing is, guys, is like you guys may not even be in communication, or you guys may not even talk, but the energy is felt. Okay, it's felt. And the reason they're going to be reaching out is because they can't experience this shit at a distance. They're going to go insane. They need to touch you. They need to smell you. They need to look into your eyes. Like, they need to experience it in the physical. I feel like, you know, from experience, most of the time, the Divine Feminines are able to experience the journey at a distance. No problem. No problem. Okay? You guys are able to, you know, at times just hold space, you know, connect with your intuition. You're able to feel them. And most of all, you're able to just continue to trust in divine timing. The masculines, not so much, okay? Not so much. They need to physically see you. And that's what I'm getting is this big word of confront, right? Taking that mask off and looking at you with eyes that they normally only look at you with when they get a moment and they think that nobody else is looking, right? They're tired of having to catch these moments to let you know that you're on their mind. And you know this, Divine Feminines, but a lot of you, I think low-key, were just like, okay, I'm going to need more than just some like passionate eye contact every time we're in like, you know, a room full of people here. Well, get ready for it, Divine Feminines. He can hear your energy is commanding that. Okay? So let's get further into some of these messages. What are some of the things they've been experiencing in terms of synchronicity when it comes to this connection? Okay, so there we have that truth and expression. Okay, so they're going to confront you and they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to express, because I feel like they're being guided to. I'm hearing that word milestone again, so they're going to have to make a quick decision. You're on some kind of path where you can choose A or B, and they're watching you choose the route that's like, I'm moving forward. Maybe you've just gotten married and it makes them feel this awakening, like, I don't want you to get away in this lifetime without at least letting you know how I feel, right? For many of you who might be experiencing that marriage milestone, that wedding milestone, you know, I feel for you guys. You know, I've been there. I've walked the path. It is a bumpy road to realize that you've just entered into a contract, and then boom, that awakens your twin flame to reach out, and you're like, gee, thanks. you couldn't have done this sooner. But it's all part of the soul lessons, you know, and I feel like they sense that you're on the verge of maybe going down this path, and this path here may not have room for them, right? You may be trying to forge your own way, whereas this path, it's been this path that maybe you were on in the past, which was trying to wait for them or hold space or wait for this to manifest in some way. And then once that, I feel like, didn't come together, you might have then, you know, started shifting over here. And that's what's caused this big awakening for them to take off the mask. It's like the passion has been reignited as they see you in like the arms of somebody else, or maybe they just saw you become a mother, or maybe you just relocated and now you're halfway across the world and you just posted an update and their heart's broken because they didn't think that they were going to feel like this when they saw you next. You know, many of you might have been coming out of that hermit mode as well with the decision card. Well, all of this is pushing somebody to confront the way that they feel for you. It's now or never. They want to speak up because they're dying to see what it's like to experience you in the physical. Because I feel like maybe this divine masculine, like, they think of you, they dream of you, they fantasize about you, they talk about you a lot. And I feel like if they do discuss you with friends and family, even their friends and family probably tell them they should confront this connection. Someone might be telling them, like, hey, how do you know this isn't all in your head? Like, you've never even talked to her, you've never even seen her in person. Like, what if you see her in person and you realize you don't like her? What if you spend time with her in person and you realize, you know, this is not for me? And from your masculine's logical mind, they're like, you know what, shit, you're right. I don't know what it's like to be with her. So decisions, okay? Even though there's a lot of shit on your plate, Divine Feminines. You know, when it was easy, they didn't want to make a move. It was hard then. And now that you guys have all of these things in the way, now all of a sudden they find the courage. You know, now all of a sudden they're, you know, moving towards you now that you have, you know, move forward onto a new life. Now we'll get ready for some kind of drastic intervention. Fate, as fate would have it. Now they step onto your path. So what's coming towards you? Yeah, there it is, heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, so they are ready to honestly discuss their feelings with you. Confront it. I'm going to confront it. And that's why I'm saying, don't expect them to message you and beat around the bush about, oh, it would be nice to spend time together. Oh, it would be really nice to, like, meet up for, you know, coffee and, like, you know, talk. No, that's just not happening, bro. Like, somebody's going to message you and be like, listen, you have no idea how much I love you. You have no idea how many dreams about you I have a night. I miss you and I don't even know you. How's that? Like, it's going to be this really intense, passionate conversation that's going to ignite that whole twin flame, like, holy crap, this shit is real. This shit is happening, okay? And they are being called to breathe, okay? Extend their lighthearted energy towards you. You know, flirt, let it all out. Let out this truth of expression in a beautiful way. It's now or never. I keep hearing that for whoever this masculine is. They are in love. They're in love, and they're feeling in love right as you're about to make a getaway. And that's just how it goes on this path. Take my breath away. Yeah, no, they won't come in when it's all safe and perfect for them to do so. You know, it's got to be when you're just on your way out and they pull your hand and say, no, Teresita, don't go. That kind of stuff, you know. Okay, we have true love. So this is the romance of a lifetime, and that's why They're going to let you know right from the bat, right from the get-go, or right off the bat, sorry. And they've thought about this. I see a divine masculine who's been pacing back and forth, especially with the mask here, wearing it. And then the universe is like, hey, if you're going to intervene, now is the time. It's now or never. Because whatever you're doing, divine feminine, it seems as though like you're hitting a milestone or you're making some kind of major move, or like, even though this is your masculine, you might just tell them, hey, listen, this is a little too late. You know, I'm already doing this. But at this point, they don't care. They're willing to take that risk. They can't wait. At least in this lifetime, they have to let you know. And that could be another epiphany that many of them are having as well right now, is that, like, I found you in this lifetime. I'm an idiot. I'm a friggin' idiot. What am I doing waiting around? I don't give a shit if you're just about to get married. I don't give a shit if you're just starting up a family. I need to tell you now how I feel. And maybe that's why the decision card is coming up here, because, you know, that's just kind of how it is on this journey, guys. I am being called to say that for a lot of you. You know, these conundrums and these big decisions and these, you know, major turns end up coming up when we already feel like we've laid out a blueprint for ourselves. Like, hey, I've already laid things out. And it's like, what do you do when you're hit with a curveball with the love of your life walking into the picture? Somebody left me a comment the other day and they told me to watch the movie Eternity. I want to, who messaged me? I want to say I saw this the other day. So if you guys are listening to this reading, and that was you, but it was a movie about, I think like a woman and like her husband dies and then she reincarnates into a lifetime where she's got to choose between like her ex and the person that she was with. I don't know. It's something weird like that where she incarnates with them and she's got to make a choice between two people. So that could be a synchronicity. If you guys have seen Eternity, or if you guys want to check out that movie, that's kind of the vibes I'm picking up on here, where you guys had your chance, you and your masculine, and your masculine didn't take it, and you guys went off on your separate journeys, and then boom, the awakening hits you, and you guys can't let it go, particularly this divine masculine. Okay, and yes, things may look very complicated right now because they are up against the lot. They're up against you telling them, no, I've already made a decision. I'm already on this path. But they're really banking on the fact that you have been feeling this too, and that you've been awaiting this communication. Okay? Okay, I'm going to close off the reading, and we're going to get one more card here about a message between you two. Okay, that's too many. Let's just be intentional with the deck. Just one card. Please don't spit out a whole bunch. Help me out here. Just one card for this divine masculine and feminine. Okay, what can they expect? What's coming up for them? What's the outcome? She's being such a little cozy beaver right now over there. She's just cute. Look at her little paws. Look at her little paws tucked away. She's just so cute. Yeah, I see you. I see you, cutesy. Okay, let me hide you. It's weird. It's like every time I move it away or her face is in the camera angle, she like repositions herself and turns. Sorry, am I being loud? All right, come on. One more card. Just one card. Thank you. So this could be the one, and that's why they don't want you to get away, or they don't want you to continue down that path. Maybe that's why the universe is telling them, you better go, and you better go now. Go and confront her, and go and confront the feelings that you've been having all of these years. It's now or never. Go. And I feel like that's what they're about to do. Okay, confront has been a big word. It's not going to be beating around the bush. Hey, how are you? Long time. Oh my God, we should meet up sometime. It's that. No. They're going to tell you, and it's going to be hot and heavy, and it's going to take your breath away. And then a couple of weeks are going to pass, and you're going to start sweating going, holy shit, intuitive was right. All right? But I do wish you guys a whole bunch of blissful moments, and that you know, whiz through this journey in your most authentic self. All right? And I do have some hefty playlists. We got memberships, and I'm always over at hipsy.com to help you guys with more clarity if you do ever need it. Okay? All right, that's my check-in for tonight. I love you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's reading. All right? Take it easy, guys. Bye.